Hello, viewers. It is really good to know when you pay attention to my videos, and I feel always grateful and happy when I get queries about my videos, and when you have a lot of things to ask. I really appreciate your questions, and believe me, I try to answer as many questions as possible and may try to make it public so that everyone, if you have any such point or hint in your mind, you may get the answers to your questions. So this time when I have published my video on a story, though it was a small tale, but on the request of few of my students, I have shared this story video with you people, and I'm really happy that you guys liked it. And I got a very beautiful question that this person asked me: what are the things we should remember while writing a story, or while telling a story to somebody? So here are few important tips which I would like to share with you people, and this will help you to tell your stories and to write your own stories. So there are few important tips which you have to keep in mind, and I will be focusing on them. I will be taking care of them one by one. So remember, friends, to tell a story is a very simple thing. We all do that. Most of the time, we do that in our native language, but doing the same thing in English is equally easy, it's equally simple. So, to tell a story well, you require some practice. You need to speak out that story again and again. You need to clear your story of your own, so some practice is required first of all. And then you must remember that you are educated class people. If a person is uneducated, he or she will not tell the story in a very nice way, but a educated class will always tell the story nicely. And for this, what he really need to do, he really need to plan out the story, like what is the plot of the story, what are the things he's going to work on, he's going to talk about. One need to plan out these things. So first important thing is you have to practice, and second important thing is you have to plan out, you have to plan it out, what story, what will be the points will be there. You have to give up the unnecessary information. You don't have to go into much detail when it's a short story, but of course when it's just a long one, you have to go in much detail. So you can always remove those unimportant points, irrelevant points, and then you have to make sure that whatever the minor details are there, you must not fail to focus on them, and you must make sure that you will be emphasizing on the, you will be highlighting, you will be emphasizing the leading points, whatever the main points of the stories are, and the whole plot must be clear in your mind, and it should, and the main points must be arranged in a proper order. So what you have to remember next, that you have to give the emphasis to the leading points. You have to make sure that the whole plot should be clear in your mind, and you have to arrange it in a proper order. If it's a too long story, even the minor details should not be failed out. So you have to make sure कि if it's a long story, every minor detail should be there. But if it's a short one, you have to cuddle down the unimportant points, the unimportant things. And then this exercise to make up a story requires a beautiful plot should be given, more or less, but it should be in a full plot should be there. You need to outline, you need to give the outlines before started working on the story. And you have to make sure that the with flesh and breath in life, you have to bring fresh and breath uh, into it, in the story, you can say, and you must try to connect the natives and to make it as interesting as you can, because when somebody is listening to you, it is always important that you grab his interest. You must arouse his interest so that people may listen to your stories. And these are the important things. If you are going to make use of it, you will always able to tell a story nicely. And then second important thing is, of course, the grammar part should be correct, the English should be simple and good, and you must work out on this story. You must rewrite and work on the story so that it will come out as good as you can make it. So all the best, friends. You can always tell your stories to me as well as to the people around you, and you can always make it as good as you want to. So it's up to you. And in case of any other comment, you must tell me. And please remember, do not forget to give a heading to your story, because it is even important. People do ask what is the name of this story. So just give a name to your story and it will may bring out very beautifully. So thank you for being there, and keep commenting me, keep subscribing me, and I will come out with more videos of your interest. Thank you so much.